Have you ever wanted your own TV show? Have you dreamed of showcasing your talent for the world to see? Well, now you can. Have your own TV show. You can have your own 30-minute show. Not only will you be seen in the Detroit area, but you can be viewed worldwide. Be seen on WHPR Detroit Live, Comcast Cable Channel 91, on the web at TV33WHPR.com, with the TV33 app, on Roku, Google TV, Apple TV, and on Amazon Fire TV. Act now. Time slots are limited. Sign up today and get a free replay with the purchase of your time slot. For more information, call 313-868-6612. Visit our studios and receive a free TV interview to promote your business, church, or organization by appointment only.
Feedback. Hi, this is Theo Broughton.
And I am Thabiti Mpinda.
Inviting you to join us each Monday at 9 a.m. for Feedback,
A positive image production by Hood Research.
Encourage others to tune in each Monday on
Comcast Detroit, Roku, Amazon Fire TV, watch WHPR TV Network anywhere.
and take us along with you. Feedback. Says, and take us along with you. We certainly hope that you will. Thank you so much for tuning in to Feedback, a positive image production by Hood Research. My name is Theo Broughton, co-founder of Hood Research, and my co-host,
Thabiti, and we welcome you to the program.
absolutely. I want to say good morning to many of you out there. Good morning to Jacqueline. Good morning to Katrina and to Carl and to Michael. Good morning, Michael. Haven't heard from you in a while. And we are expecting a guest this morning, but of course with us, you know, it's either feast or famine. Good morning to Keith and to Beverly, to Henry. Some folks you want to say good morning to?
Good morning, and shout outs to Sister Andrea, Sister Ruth, Sister Jackie, Brother Shane and Fred. And I always ask you to have your friends, neighbors, relatives, acquaintances, co-workers to tune in. And as you are viewing, you can see the call-in numbers are at the bottom of the screen. So if you have, and I'll demonstrate again here, pen and paper handy,
All right.
then you can write down those numbers and add those to your contacts.
And there are certainly some numbers that you need to write down this morning. And right out the box, I need to, well, you know what? I need to say good morning to David. We haven't heard from David in a few weeks. I hope he's doing well. Anyway, I got some information early this morning relating to the flood. Everybody in the county and elsewhere knows about the flood. As a matter of fact, this is the third flood, not the first. We had one in 2014, one in 2016, and now 2021. One would think that in 2014, when we were told that things were going to be repaired, that they would at least be working on it by now. I don't know. I think there may be some little superficial things going on. There was a project started up in the aviation subdivision, but guess what? The homes over there flooded anyway. So much for that project. And they tore up the island that goes through the aviation sub. Yeah, all the way through. That's Oakman Boulevard. Oakman Boulevard. It was beautiful. It made that drive through that area pleasant, very pleasant. And then the island was all torn up and just you got to wonder. Some heads should roll. Isn't that what they say, Thabiti? Some heads should roll. Said that with the takeover, all of the employees with institutional knowledge historical knowledge of how to run the water department, what to do with the pumps. They didn't give a rat's assets. Nah, get them out. Make them go retire. Get them out of here. We don't need them. We want to hire our friends. We want to hire our friends. What do you care if our friends don't know what the hell they're doing? We're going to hire our friends anyway. And guess what? We had a flood in 2014. Things are going to be repaired. Nothing was repaired. We had another flood in 2016. And now we've had another flood in 2021. There's a number that was given out. But I'm hearing from people when they call that number, city number, by the way, nobody even bothers to answer. They don't care if your basement is flooded. But anyway, FEMA, which is federal, FEMA is back again. It's federal. So perhaps you should go straight to FEMA. Because it appears that the city has a number that's not responding.
I will say this. I know people who have called that said they may have had to wait as long as 30 minutes or so, but they did get through. So I just want to put that out there so people won't be discouraged, because some people have gotten through. But I don't know if there's a deluge of calls that causes that backup, because I'm sure once you get to talking about your situation, there's no period on the end of it at all the things you can describe. So you can call that as well as FEMA.
Or if there's more than one number that's being given out from the city. But go ahead.
So just be aware that you may have to wait, but that's just like calling Secretary of State or anything. It seems like no matter what you do nowadays, if you don't bring patience, you will be discouraged. Absolutely. Oh, by the way, that number is area code 313-267-8000. Again, that's 313-267-8000. That's for flood relief.
Also, that's a city number. That's not correct. FEMA. Okay,
correct, because it's a 313 number. Also be aware that you have 45 days to file your claim in order that it may be registered, and that you should document with either receipts, pictures, whatever you can muster to verify that you did suffer damage as well. So just be aware of that.
And you can also go on the internet to the FEMA website to get the instructions from there, in addition to, and I don't see where there's a problem filing with both.
Well, I think the way it's going to work, from what I understand, and as many of you know, the news, local news stations were inundated with all types of things that when you call the number I gave you, what's going to happen is that they will, but as Theo said, you should call FEMA, but what they do is they collect documentation to forward to FEMA, because I don't think the city giving you anything, to be honest with you.
Right.
They get $424 million, but you probably won't see a penny of it.
Exactly. And, Jesus, the taxes we pay and the services we don't receive. The taxes we pay and the services we don't receive. This morning at 10 a.m., there is a meeting at the TCF Center. As you remember, it was Cobo Hall. There is a meeting at the TCF Center this morning. That's the building that was formerly known as Cobo Hall. 10 a.m. this morning. 10 a.m. this morning. There are two ways to, well, three actually. One, you can physically go downtown to the TCF Center, formerly known as Cobo Hall, or you can call the numbers that we have the numbers.
The ones that you left on the voicemail? Okay, yes, I have the numbers here.
Okay. And then there is a link also. There's a link for those who want access that way. and those who don't have computer can still participate by the telephone numbers that the BD is going to share with you. And also, you can have an opportunity to talk, respond, question, complain. Some heads should roll. Anyway, get your pen and paper ready. That meeting is 10 o'clock this morning. Okay. We have a caller on the line?
Yes.
Okay.
Hello, caller. You're on the air. Would you share?
Hello?
Yes. Would you share your name and how you're viewing us, please?
Hello?
Hello. Yes, you're on the air.
Can you hear us? Can you hear us?
They're still on the line. They haven't hung up.
Can you pick up that phone and talk to
Hello?
him? Hello.
Hello.
Can you
It's not.
can you hear us?
He's not gonna hear us through this. No.
I don't know. Okay. Try to call back.
Tim's checking the thing.
Okay.
Hello?
On the phone.
Yes. Hello. We want you to share your questions, answers, etc. Your name and how are you viewing
Hello?
us? Can you hear us?
Tim's still working on
Our engineer is checking the telephone. Our engineer,
it. Okay.
call us back. Try to call us back. 868-0351. Try that.
Okay, he's back. Hello,
Okay.
caller. You're on the air. Would you share your name and how you're viewing us, please? Hello.
Can you
Yes, hello.
can you hear
We want
us?
you to share your questions, answers, etc.
Oh,
Your name and how are you viewing us?
that's a
Can you
delay.
hear us? Our engineer is checking
Okay,
the
turn your
telephone.
television down
Our engineer.
and talk to us. Turn your television
call
down.
us back. Try to call us back.
There's another caller also.
Okay, go to the next one, see if that one picked.
Hello, caller. You're on the air. Would you share your
Hello?
name?
Hello, can you hear us? Can you hear us? Can you hear us? Try to call back 868-0351.
Hello?
Yes, hello. When you call in, just tell us what you want to say. Those of you who are calling on the line, tell us what you want to say. We can hear you, even if you cannot hear us. We can hear you. So
Now-
just tell us
now
what
we
you
got
want to
two
say.
calls.
Okay, well,
Hello, caller.
I
You're
know.
on the air. Would you share?
Hello?
Yes. Can you hear us? And what? How are you viewing us?
Hello?
can you hear us?
Hello, hello.
Hello, hello, hello. If there's anyone who is watching,
Everyone.
Yes.
Yes, hello. When you call in, just tell us what you want to say.
give us your comment. Give us
Those
your
of you
comment.
who are calling,
Give us your comment. We can hear you. Give us your comment. Give us your comment.
Okay, I'm gonna go to the next one.
Okay.
Hello, caller. You're on the air. Would you share your name and how you're viewing us?
Can you hear us?
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. I'd like to say hello to BD and yourself, Theo.
Yes.
This is James Ford.
Thank
I
you.
just want to give my condolences to the parents and the relatives of the 2-year-old that was involved in that incident.
Right.
Yeah,
Right. Right.
that's disheartening.
Young
Yes.
Bryson.
But I have some other info for you.
Go
I'm the
ahead.
founder of the Obama Weekend and the editor of the Real Talk newsletter, where you can advertise free.
Okay.
You can pick up the Real Talk newsletter at R&L Printing on Myers and 7 Mile, or Speedy Printing on I-94 at Third Speedy Printing. The feature article is Dead People Can't Talk. Dead People Can't Talk. And you also have an article in there from the Hood Research, which I really regard this article as good. You know, but Phil, I have some other info for you that is very serious, and this is real talk. I
Okay.
talked to a friend of mine over in Johannesburg, South twice last week.
Mm-hmm.
And the virus over there is really taking a toll. It's coming out of India, and if you turn on the radio and news, you'll find out this is true. He says it's taking its toll. He says it's much more deadlier than the CV-19.
Wow.
And it's taking its toll. But my big concern is this right here. We do not know as a people if this new variant that say it is deadlier than CD-19 is going to take its toll on our kids. And I just want to say, everybody, if you can, rethink about what you're doing right now, because we do not want this to hit or get to our kids, because if it does get to our kids, it's our fault, because we have been warned. We don't know what this new variant is going to do. So I don't care what color a person is, black, red, Puerto Rican, Haitian, Jamaican, Cuban, whatever. Rethink about this thing and just try to protect these kids. And then the other thing, and I'll be finished in 1 second, please go to YouTube. Real Talk. YouTube. Real Talk. It's all about the babies. I do a thing on there. It's 2 videos. Check it out. And God bless you, Theo, for listening. And then, too, people have some meetings and figure out how we can figure out stopping this senseless stuff.
Right.
It's happening on the freeway, shooting by mistake and missing an identity and all that. God bless you, Theo, and talk to you and Theo, and me and you and the beauty lady. God bless you.
All righty.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you for calling. For those of you who are tuned in, who see us, we want you to call. We will come to you, and we want you to talk to us. Even if you cannot hear us, just give us your thoughts, your opinions, your questions, your concerns. And make sure you have pen and paper handy to write down these numbers that the BD is going to give you. We have another caller. Please tell us your comments. Tell us your comment. Whether you can hear us or not, tell us your comment. We can hear you. We can hear you.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, well, yes, good morning.
Can you hear us?
Yes, I can.
Wonderful. All right.
Oh, that's my 3rd time calling.
Oh, whoops. Okay. Success at last.
Due to technical
Yes.
difficulties.
Right. Go ahead.
Oh, wow, yeah, I just had a call in the meantime. I don't know if you gave this number out, but there's another number for the city's maintenance division. That's 313, and it's 267-7401.
Oh, see, another number.
Right.
Give that one again, please.
All right, this is the maintenance division, and it's 313-267-7401. Right, and supposedly you can give them all the information right there.
Right. That's good. And also, I'm encouraging people to call FEMA and go online to get information from FEMA as well. That's the federal government coming in, because the governor of the state of Michigan has declared this area an emergency. And when the governor declares an emergency, then that gives us the opportunity to call FEMA for assistance. And that's what has been done. FEMA has been called. In the meantime, this morning at 10 a.m., there's going to be a meeting at the TCF Center, which, by the way, is going to have its name changed again. It's formerly known as Cobo Hall, downtown Cobo Hall, the TCF Center now. A meeting regarding the flooding, a meeting regarding the declaration by the governor that this is a disaster, and FEMA is coming in to give assistance. The number, I'm very glad you shared that number. The BD has also shared another number. People have also complained that they're not answering at the city. I'm glad that FEMA is coming, because the people in this community get treated as if they are third world country residents. So for those who have the ability to go to the TCF Center, you need to go, you need to complain, you need to make sure that you take note of everything in your basement that has been destroyed. Everything in your basement that has been destroyed. Even if it's a mop or a broom that was caught up in that nasty water that backed up in your basement. That has a value to it also. As you ride through the community, you see all kinds of items that have had to have been set out on the curb for collection. For trash pickup. But it's more than trash pickup. There are couches, there are beds, there are refrigerators, there are stoves, there are furnaces. And by the way, that was very smart of you to put a platform of concrete on which to set your new furnace. I was trying to remember if you had said how many inches it was.
Yeah, it's 12 inches above the floor.
Oh, okay, 12 inches.
Yeah,
that's fantastic.
It's in stages, and it also, for the water tank, that's what you would call a basin area, so that if it flooded, I'm talking about the tank itself where it leaked.
Yes.
It wouldn't flow out onto the floor. It would go down into a drain that goes into the main drain.
Oh, okay.
The basement.
I'm curious,
very
Keith.
Smart.
They mentioned your area on the television. Were you affected?
Yes. We have had people over here. Some of them got 4 or 5 feet of water in their basement.
Oh, my God.
We have had SUVs floating down the street.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah, I saw the pictures.
SUVs floating down the street. Now, if that's not a disaster, we don't know what is.
Yeah, that's third world. That's third world right here in the city.
Yes. Oh, my God. And you know how heavy an SUV is? And for it to float,
quite a bit.
There had to be a lot of water.
Quite a bit. I know one neighbor who has a regular car that sits kind of low.
Yes.
And everyone don't have a driveway. So he had to put it up on the sidewalk.
Oh.
To save it.
and that did help.
Its water still got to it, but it didn't float away.
Right. Oh, God. And now, if water gets into a car, don't they have more of the computer parts in the lower part of these vehicles these days?
No, they're not so much in the lower part, but you figure right around the area, I was going to call it the cockpit, under the dashboard, right around just below your knees. There are electrical components.
I see.
So the whole car doesn't have to flood, all the way up to the dashboard.
Yes.
Some of these electronic components. And then you have now, some of these cars have electronic components that are like under the seats, that are located all over the car. Depends on what kind of car you got, who made it, and all that. It's not like the old days.
Wow.
So cars, they weren't designed to drive through water.
Right. They're not boats.
No, they're definitely not boats.
Oh my!
And this is crazy. This whole thing is crazy because Detroit, if any place, any city in the world, should have been prepared for this, because we have a system that's rated, at least it was before the takeover, in the top 10 in the world. In other words, there was nothing wrong with Detroit. We were rated in the top 10 in the world, our system.
There was absolutely nothing wrong with the water department.
Absolutely.
It's just the people who moved in after they forced people out, encouraged people to leave, and all kinds of things that were going on. Gentrification, also known as Negro removal, was going on with the city employees as well as with the residents inside the city of Detroit.
And you might want to keep in mind, too, and I think I brought it up last night, was the part that a lot of these stations and locations are required to have inspections on a regular basis. which
Okay.
means that they don't just sit there and wait for the disaster. On a regular basis, these stations, matter of fact, almost all buildings, schools, all of them are required to have inspections. If you go in there, somewhere there's a plaque on the wall posting saying that it passed inspection.
Right.
And that apparently is something that we might have to look at, because these inspectors are required to make sure that that equipment or structure is operating in a safe, workmanlike manner. And the pumps, it's not the pumps, okay, it's the equipment itself, because especially over here in Jefferson Chalmers, we can prove it. When the pump didn't work, the fact that the people weren't on staff like they're supposed to be, when the people came into Detroit, because the people now that run it don't live in Detroit, they could make corrections and the pumps came on. So it's not like the pumps are broke.
You make it sound as if it was done intentionally.
I didn't say that directly, but it seems that since we have been occupied, and we'll call it occupied, or colonized, whichever way you want to call it, there seems to be a whole lot of human error in equipment that has operated in good and perfect form for years.
Wow.
What's interesting too is that your neighbors adjacent to you, Grosse Pointe, caught hell as well. And
my! Grosse Pointe had problems with water.
Yeah. They have the same pumping system that operates at Jefferson Chalmers area. So your affluent neighbors caught hell as well.
Let's see if they go down to the TCF Center this morning at 10 o'clock. Also, did you hear that the Fisher building flooded in the basement?
Wow.
I was really shocked to hear that.
I'll tell
The
you
Fisher
something
building
funny.
has never flooded in life.
I give you something else funny. You might think it's like one of those Sharknado movies, but some people have fish in their basement.
Fish? Oh, my.
Aquarium, huh?
Up to
Oh,
the drain.
my. The fish- oh, God.
Now, how
Fish
did
in the
that
basement.
happen? I do not know, but it's a fact over here.
Where did the fish?
I don't know if you want to eat them or anything, though.
Oh, amazing! Yeah, good grief.
Yeah,
But
unfortunately.
it's something we need to look at. I mean, there should be some records of the inspection reports,
Oh, geez.
and that's public.
Well,
so,
I certainly hope they don't shred them.
Well, they'll probably make it difficult for people to get to. I'm quite sure.
Yes,
Even though it's
yes.
just a matter of, personal, public record. And it shouldn't be a problem. But I'm quite sure they're going to make it difficult, because this is something that's been going on.
Right.
And you got,
We were told in 2014, Keith, 2014, that there were going to be repairs. 2014, that was the first major flood, FEMA flood. And then 2016 was the second one. They still didn't do anything.
Isn't
we had
Gary
2016.
Brown?
Oh,
I was going to ask, isn't Gary Brown supposed to be handling his business? Supposedly.
Mr. Brown is a non-educated person appointed to a position
Exactly.
that is above his abilities.
well, like I say, heads should roll. Heads should roll. Do you have a pen and paper handy, Keith?
Yes, I do.
Okay. The BD is going to give you 2 sets of access to that meeting that's taking place at 10 o'clock in the morning. And we would appreciate it if you spread this information to others. And for those of you who are tuned in and tried to call in, the engineer has successfully readjusted the telephone so that you can join us now. Now, back to this number.
And the numbers are at the bottom of the screen so that you can join us. And now the phone number to become a part of this, conference that's going to be at TCF Center is area code 312-626-6799. I'll repeat that again slowly. Area code 312 626-6799. And the link is 330-332-554. I'll repeat that once again slowly. The link is 330-332-554. And if you hit *9, you'll be able to make a comment.
On either of the ways to access the meeting this morning.
Okay. And
Star 69.
This is FEMA?
No, this is the meeting that the city is having. We have not heard whether or not they'll have a representative because this is the first day of the week, so we don't know who they were trying to contact. But I would think that this being an emergency and FEMA being the federal organization to handle emergencies, they should have a representative who can be there this morning at the TCF Center, formerly known as Cobo Hall. Cobo Hall, the TCF Center. And the name is going to change soon again.
Again?
Somebody bought TCF Bank, so get ready
for another change. Strange.
Well, Cobo was a crook anyway. You know, he didn't like blacks.
Right. So much so that he enslaved them.
That was Cobo, yes.
Right.
You know, but we do got to take and look seriously at what's going on in the city and the way it's being operated and managed, because we're operating at the minimum and we're still paying. As a matter of fact, we're paying more. We're paying more. If you look at Gary Brown and his rainwater runoff fees and all of that, you know, but we're not getting more.
Right,
what have they fixed?
You're absolutely
correct. They made some retention ponds that don't work. You got lines busting all over. I mean, you can't find an area that doesn't have water leaking above the ground in the streets.
And then you wonder who got the contact for the new retention center. And not only that, there's conversation about putting another retention center in the area of McNichols, which is 6 Mile, and Myers. McNichols and Myers. Can you imagine? That could destroy the Northwest Activity Center if the retention basin is shoddy work, like the one you're speaking of in your area and the one in the aviation subdivision. The basements, people were told in the aviation subdivision, oh, this is the solution. You don't have to worry about flooding in your basement anymore. Wrong.
Back to the drawing board.
Yeah, you know, I would like to know who are the engineers, and I think when they sign off, they should have the inspectors that signed off on it standing next to the mayor when they take that picture, so we get a picture with all the crooks in the same frame.
They need to pay that money back because the product did not work.
Yeah, no, it's like we keep dealing with the Fuller Brush man, but we're expecting something that's going to repair our car.
You know, I'm wondering, Keith, and you may be able to answer this. Once you sign off, because you and I being in construction trades, we know once we complete a building and there's a sign off, then does that relieve the instructor of any those who constructed any liability at all? Or, because generally my understanding, as I say, I know you can answer this better than myself, does that absolve them from any liability once it's signed off?
No, not exactly, not completely. I think there's a 1-year window somewhere in there. At least it used to be. I'm going back to the 80s. It used to be. And it's just that in a project like what we're talking about, there are more different branches of the city that are signing off, you know, for the contractor to get paid. That's one thing we got to understand. It's not just the contractor getting the contract.
Well, I think they should give the money back.
The job to get paid, and to complete the job, somebody for the city, I'm talking about the different departments
Yeah.
and sectors, they have to approve their work. So if the work is not done to code, which is there's a reason why we have code, people don't understand it, but we have code because people either died or were inconvenienced or injured. That's the reason why over the years the code book
That's
is thicker and thicker. You know, the infrastructure in Detroit
Right.
is supposed to be inspected on a regular basis.
Okay.
There should be some inspection reports somewhere.
Okay. Well, I'm glad there are a number of departments. Right now, just hold tight. We have to go to a break. And for those of you who are tuned in, please call someone that you know or some ones that you know, friends, neighbors, family, co-workers, church members, the church members, and encourage them to turn on WHPR and join in this conversation. And also know that if you call this number now, if you cannot hear us talking to you, just say your piece. We want to hear. We want to hear what you have to say. We want to hear your concerns. We want to hear your recommendations, etc. Now, we shall be back momentarily.
You're watching Detroit's own WHPR TV. Detroit Live.
This is Theo Broden from Feedback. You can watch me 24 hours a day, 7 days a week at WHPR TV Now app. Download our free app at WHPR TV Now.
Monday at 9 a.m. Eastern.
Hey there, it's me, Butter, with my new book, The Many Adventures of These Nuts. Let's be nuts about our health. Join me and my friends, Wally Walnut, Almond Cruz, Pumpkin Spice, Tika Cheminsky, Morgan Raisin, and Hallie Cranberry, here with rhythm and song to share a fun way to stay safe and healthy. So together we can all be nuts about our health. Ebook available now on Amazon, or get a hardcover copy at www.thesenutstrailmix.com. That's nuts with a Z.
This is Bruce Simpson, your City of Detroit Ombudsman. I am here to address all of your complaints and concerns. If you need assistance regarding city services, please contact my office at 313-224-6000 or contact us via email at ombudsman@detroitmi.gov. This is Bruce Simpson, your City of Detroit Ombudsman.
I'm James Ford, founder of the Obama Weekend, and a partner of the Hood Research Team, composed of the knowledgeable Theo Broden, the super analyst Henry, and the colorful Al Martin. This team discusses politics, seen and not seen, at the national, state, and local level. But to enhance the goals of this team, join or donate to Hood Research by visiting Twitter or Facebook, or visit hoodresearch.org, or call 248-234-2371. You can also join Hood Research on Phonecast every Saturday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time by calling 978-990-5000, access code 338729. Thank you very much.
Feedback. Hi, this is Theo Broden,
And I am Thabiti Mpinga,
inviting you to join us each Monday at 9 a.m. for Feedback.
a positive image production by Hood Research.
Encourage others to tune in each Monday on
Comcast Detroit, Roku, Amazon Fire TV, watch WHPR TV Network anywhere.
and take us along with you. Feedback.
Welcome back. This is Feedback. Your main host, Theo Broughton, and your co-host, Thabiti Mpinda here. And I want to ask, we have Keith Hines on the line, very knowledgeable brother who's astute with a lot of things going on. Brother Keith, I wanted to ask you, because this is something I inquired at one of the big box stores. Are you familiar with what's called a check valve for the main drain in the basement?
The check valve, oh, you're talking about those pop-up valves that go in the basement floor that supposedly restrict flow water to only one direction, which is hopefully out of the basement.
Yes, yes. Now, what do you have any experience as to whether they're effective? Because that my son had some flood damage as well, and I had heard about. I just found out about. I didn't know the name of them before, but I found out this past weekend about check valves. So, do you have any experience or any opinion as to if they're effective or not?
Well, we've had some neighbors over here after our 2016 episode with the city had some put in, and they failed in 2021.
Oh,
okay.
Wow.
Yeah, so in theory, the dynamics of the technology seem like it would work, but for whatever reason, they didn't.
Okay.
Well, I think I thought it was a good idea. However, I think it would create so much pressure that you might have a problem with the drain area in your basement. You know,
Well, I don't know
that
really what
flap
happened this time because I was
stops
asleep
the
when
water.
everything happened. But I know my drain, one of my drains in the basement, have a plastic cap on it.
Okay.
And, you know, the drain, and it folds up. It doesn't just come straight up. You have to fold it almost all the way back
Okay.
to get it to, if you want to take the lid off.
Okay.
Somehow that lid was blown off.
Right. The pressure of that water.
Yeah,
So
somehow that lid was blown off.
So
You know, and I got another question, too, that we might think about. Now, we have all these vacant homes in the city of Detroit.
Yes.
Their basements flooded, too.
Oh, wow.
Okay, so that means there's sludge and whatever came up
Is in the basement.
is in those basements
That's
now.
right. That's
Good
right.
point.
Because over here in the Jefferson Chalmers area, when we had that 2016 issue, we were getting tons of sludge. It was like the sludge is what we were getting. And you figure if a basement, some of them had like 4, 5, 6 feet of sludge in them, and you take a vacant house
Right.
and you fill it with the basement,
Right.
and it just sits there.
Oh.
You know, the odor, the germs, the bacteria, the mosquitoes, the flies, all that stuff. You know, so it's definitely an environmental issue. So people really have to answer downtown, you know, downtown or to this corporation as far as operation of the city. I know our guy, Victor Mercado, when he took over down there at the water department, right before he got here, he was working on a project in Canada because his job basically was to, deunionize and privatize. That was his job. So, but the project that he was working on in Canada flooded the subway system.
Oh, wow.
But he got hired here after that, though,
And got paid more than the mayor.
and was given personal security.
He needed it.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
The folks
And
in
matter of
Canada
fact,
were looking for him.
And they even gave him control of the Mistersky power plant, you know, of during that same time when he was running the water department. In other words, he was running two departments, and he had no skills in electrical.
Wow. And I heard that electricity and water don't mix.
Not really. Not really.
They're not
really.
friends.
You're right.
And for Vinny, like he knows, in the first part of the code book, it says safety. Safety is right there in the first part of the code
The
book.
very first sentence.
Yeah.
Safety in workmanlike manner.
Wow.
Right. So how are these projects overall? I'm talking about this demolitions, all these projects. How are these projects getting signed off on, and they're so hazardous to the residents?
Well, as you said, you put somebody who's not qualified, but they're your friend in a position of power. I mean, we've seen this through the White House administrations on down to the lowest level. You put people in who have no knowledge of what they're doing, but they got the position, as Gary Brown. No knowledge about trade systems, water systems, or anything at all. But he was a cool guy, right? So he got in.
Heads should roll. Heads
Cool guy,
should
yeah,
roll.
right. But you know, but it's kind of sad, you know, like me dealing with some of the issues that we've been dealing with over here in the city, and you talk to people who are supposed to be in charge of these departments, and it's like you're almost, well, maybe I'm different because of my background experience, but it's like I'm talking to a child almost.
Right. They don't know. They
I mean,
figured
I haven't been
I guess they
inspected
thought they
since
could
the
learn
80s.
on the job. They could
Yeah.
learn on the job at our expense. Learn on the job at our expense.
Another thing you said, Keith, when you mentioned those houses that are unoccupied or abandoned, I started thinking about not only, you know, the vermin and all the other things that come along with that, but the whole structural foundation is subject to collapse. You can't move people in after that. You just really don't know what the foundation is about. So there's so many different multiple things that can occur in these abandoned homes. And of course, we know the city's not doing anything in regard to those at all. You talk about ball of confusion.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's, you know, that is the song that covers it right there.
Right, right. But in the meantime, today at 10 o'clock at the TCF Center, now is called, it was formerly Cobo Hall, 10 a.m. this morning. Cobo Hall, 10 a.m. this morning. You can go to the center. You can
now, I'm
voice
thinking
your
about-
complaint, your concern, your whatever it is, but you need to let them know that you don't appreciate the lack of services for the great amount of taxes we have to pay.
Yeah, and take pictures, take pictures, take pictures.
Right.
You know,
And post them on Facebook.
And,
Where-
you're gonna
and
need 'em
wherever
for your
else you can
claim,
post
too.
'em.
You're going to need them for your claim, so take pictures.
That's right. Right. And journal all that you have lost. All that you have lost. No matter how small you think it is. If it's a dustpan that was in the flood in the basement, include that. If FEMA is going to try and make you as close to whole as possible, you need to make sure that you list every single thing that you have lost, but you make a list. You journal whether the walls are destroyed or cracked or what have you. Check out your furnace. We don't need heat right now, but there may be an issue with your furnace, so look at it very good. Take pictures.
And I would add that when Theo mentions furnaces, that also includes your water heater, because my son's water heater is out now. I'm going to attempt to replace, as Keith knows, a thermocouple on there and hope that that does it. But no one knows what the overall damage is, so I would suggest that you concern yourself with that right now. And I want to repeat again for a number that Keith gave us for the city's maintenance division that you can call also. I hope you have your pen and paper handy. It's area code 313-267-7401. Again, that's area code 313-267-7401. That's the city maintenance division.
And in addition to this, we have an election coming up, August 3rd. Currently, you can get an absentee ballot. You don't have to have an excuse. Just say you want an absentee ballot. Fill out an application and you cast your vote. One of the most important votes is the charter. Vote yes on proposal P. That is the city charter. Vote yes on proposal P. If you believe in water affordability being given to the residents in this community who need it, vote yes on Proposal P. If you believe that those whose property was over-assessed and those with over-assessments were charged more property tax, then vote yes for Proposal P.
Yeah, something that's funny and kind of interesting when I saw Dennis Archer on television the other day talking against Proposal P. You know, the thing is, back when he first came on board, he changed the charter, okay, and took power from the city council and the other branches of government and gave it to the mayor. So now, we've seen over the years it has not benefited the people. Now here he is, especially him and Sheila Cockrell, who was his right-hand lady back then, saying, don't change it back. In other words, don't put it back to where it worked. Leave it where it is. My people like it.
You know, it's interesting. As many of you who look at just your regular channels, you know, none of the cable or et cetera, they've got a intense propaganda program or commercials against Proposal P. But let me say that P should be positive. P is for positive, positivity for the people. So vote yes on Proposal P. That's positivity for the people. Don't let all of these talking heads, they've got people who have never read the charter. And remember, it's 144 pages. And I've even heard some prominent people within the community say that they did not read the full charter, yet they're against it. That's as ignorant as you can get as far as I'm concerned. That's like reading half of a science book and thinking you're a scientist. It just doesn't work that way. No. So just because they parade these people in front of you who have some name recognition, including Archer, that are opposed to it, remember, Archer's the same one who got rid of residency for Detroit police officers, city employees. So his credibility is less than zero, as far as I'm concerned.
Right.
Right. But in addition to that, call your friends and family, neighbors, co-workers, and share that with them as well, that a yes vote for the Proposal P is for the people. Proposal P is for the people.
Yeah. And keep in mind, they reduced the charter budget by 70%. So let's just say you were making $100,000 a year, and your employer said, "Well, we're going to take 70% of your wages." So you go from $100,000 to $30,000, and that lets you know that it has been a nefarious campaign to diminish the power of the charter commissioners and to I guess what they say, obfuscate their power. So we have to be aware of that. Now, we've got about a minute and a half till we go to break. And once we go to break, if you didn't have pen and paper handy, please have it handy after the break, because I will be repeating numbers so that you can attempt to get some sort of remuneration from FEMA for your losses.
All right. So you have this break time to call friends and family and coworkers, etc., to have them tune in and share their experiences with this crisis. That's what it is, another crisis. But stay tuned.
Yes, it is a crisis. And Bridge Detroit put out an article.
We have to talk
why
about
the revision of Detroit City Charter is so contentious. And Beverly Kendall Walker sent it to me, and it really tells you a whole lot.
Okay, we'll talk about the whole lot that it told you when we come back from the break.
Yes,
this is the top of the hour break. We have to break now.
Okay.
Have you ever wanted your own TV show? Have you dreamed of showcasing your talent for the world to see? Well, now you can. Have your own TV show. You can have your own 30-minute show. Not only will you be seen in the Detroit area, but you can be viewed worldwide. Be seen on WHPR Detroit Live, Comcast Cable Channel 91, on the web at TV33WHPR.com, with the TV33 app on Roku, Google TV, Apple TV, and on Amazon Fire TV. Act now. Time slots are limited. Sign up today and get a free replay with the purchase of your time slot. For more information, call 313-868-6612. Visit our studios and receive a free TV interview to promote your business, church, or organization by appointment only. You're watching Detroit's own WHPR TV. Detroit Live.
Hi, this is Thabiti Mpinda from the Feedback Program. You can watch me 24 hours a day, 7 days a week on WHPR TV Now app. Download our free app at WHPR TV Now.
Monday at 9 a.m. Eastern.
Hey there, it's me, Butter, with my new book, The Many Adventures of These Nuts. Let's be nuts about our health. Join me and my friends, Wally Walnut, Almond Cruz, Pumpkin Spice, Tika Cheminsky, Morgan Raisin, and Hallie Cranberry, here with rhythm and song to share a fun way to stay safe and healthy. So together we can all be nuts about our health. Ebook available now on Amazon, or get a hardcover copy at www.thesenutstrailmix.com. That's nuts with a Z.
This is Bruce Simpson, your City of Detroit Ombudsman. I am here to address all of your complaints and concerns. If you need assistance regarding city services, please contact my office at 313-224-6000 or contact us via email at ombudsman@detroitmi.gov. This is Bruce Simpson, your City of Detroit Ombudsman.
I'm James Ford, founder of the Obama Weekend, and a partner of the Hood Research Team, composed of the knowledgeable Theo Broden, the super analyst Henry, and the colorful Al Martin. This team discusses politics, seen and not seen, at the national, state, and local level. But to enhance the goals of this team, join or donate to Hood Research by visiting Twitter or Facebook, or visit hoodresearch.org, or call 248-234-2371. You can also join Hood Research on Phonecast every Saturday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time by calling 978-990-5000, access code 338729. Thank you very much.
WGPR Detroit HD2.
You're watching WHPS, Highland Park, Detroit.
FM 88.1 WHPR, Highland Park.
WVIE 107.3 FM Charlotte, Amalia, Virgin Islands.
Feedback. Hi, this is Theo Broughton,
And I am Thabiti Mpinda,
inviting you to join us each Monday at 9 a.m. for Feedback.
a positive image production by Hood Research.
Encourage others to tune in each Monday on
Comcast Detroit, Roku, Amazon Fire TV. Watch WHPR TV Network anywhere.
and take us along with you. Feedback. And remember, you can take us along with you. There is an app for those of you who have the ability to go to the App Store, and you can download WHPR TV NOW. WHPR TV Now. The phones are working. We can hear you. If you call in, if for whatever reason you call in and you can't hear us, just go ahead and make your statement. We want you to call in. We want you to share your information. We want you to share your questions. We want you to share whatever it is you want to share with us. We happen to be talking about this disaster right now, so the numbers are on the bottom of the screen.
And I want to send a quick shout out to Rob. I sent him the link to TV 33 over the weekend. He through family members let me know that he's very interested in our program, and so I just want to send a shout out to him.
All right. Well, welcome, Rob. Thank you so much for joining us. You know.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I was going to say, you go ahead, because Keith, you did want to share something with us that you came across.
Oh, that was an article that Beverly Kendall Walker sent me, and it's about a report that Bridge Detroit did. Okay, and it's in the issue, the article rather. It breaks it down to a point where, because there are studies, what is it? Citizens Review Commission, or committee rather, is an organization that, they're an independent organization. Well, they did a review and stuff on the charter and its changes, and they submitted their information and suggestions. And one of the things that came out of this is that the mayor, without doing an actual analysis, says it's going to cost $2 billion.
To do what?
Or not? Yeah, actually, $2 billion for the charter proposal P. That's like 48 over 4 years. That's like $48 million a year. I think they were talking about something like that.
But we don't have to believe that statement, do we?
It's not true. There was a study that was done by the Charter Revision Commission. Let me see. I'm going to read this. The Charter Revision Commission came up with its own independent analysis from Michigan State University, which says the new policy would cost only $7 million a year. Okay, and then in this article, it even has read that analysis here. The MSU study really took the best case scenario where the mayor is taking the worst case scenario.
Well, the federal government, once again, sent a little bit less than $1 billion to the city of Detroit. The federal government sent a little less than $1 billion to the Detroit public school system. The federal government sent $220 million to Wayne County. So why is it that the mayor could not set aside, say, just like five years, $7 million? That's $35 million. Just set that aside if you think that's going to be a problem. But they're using scare tactics, and I'm saying don't be scared. Don't be scared.
Right.
Get your absentee ballot. Vote yes for Proposal P. There's no reason to be scared.
And with the primaries being in August, you have all this time ahead of time to handle your business. You don't have to wait till the last minute because you can handle it now. And as Theo said earlier as well, let your family, friends, neighbors, co-workers, church members, etc. know if they're voting age to make themselves take advantage of the fact that they can do it now. You don't have to wait for lines. You don't have to go through any extra changes. Just make the request and do it. Because keep this in mind. You're paying taxes. If you don't really care what they do with your money, then you won't see any results from it. This is your money, so don't play yourself like, well, voting don't matter. They're still taking your money. That should matter if nothing else matters. They're taking your tax money and making decisions, and if you're not going to make a decision, then don't complain about the results.
Right, absolutely not.
Right, and I like this article, not the article, but this statement that they make in their opening statement. It says, a municipality's charter is comparable to its constitution, and Detroit's proposal changes would overhaul city government.
Right, exactly. That is, the charter is our constitution for the city, and we do have a home rule charter that someone else is trying to take our home rule away from us. You
Yes.
have power with your vote. You have power with your vote, and don't let anybody tell you that you don't.
And this
Even if
article
they
also
dust,
makes comment to the fact that, yes, there are 2 cities in the city of Detroit.
they dusted off Dennis Archer and brought him to do a commercial. And he's standing there, talking about, oh, yeah, we'll go back into bankruptcy. Give me a break. This is the same man that said, I'm not going to make one black rich man richer. Can you imagine that? He said
Yeah, I
that
can
on
imagine that.
ABC.
That's the same man.
I'm not going to.
That's the same man that said, oh, we could save money if instead of running the Masersky power plant, we buy our energy from DTE.
Right. And the same man who didn't think that we needed casinos, but all of a sudden it's reported that he's part owner of a casino in Ohio. Isn't that special?
Don't mention Graymark over here in the Jefferson Chalmers area, because that was the biggest nightmare in the world for the residents.
I remember.
Jack.
Right. We have, hold on, Keith, we have some additional callers coming on. Go ahead.
Hello, caller. You're on the air. Would you share your name and how you're viewing us, please?
Yes, my name is Mary Johnson.
Thank you for calling.
And I'm looking at you at TV 90.
All right. Thank you so much. Share with us this morning.
Yes, I like to know where's the mayor, who besides the mayor that you have now is going to be running against him, because I'm not really aware of anyone else.
Oh, well, Anthony Adams is a campaigning candidate. And what seems to have happened, Mary, is the syndicated media, like Channel 4, Fox 2, ABC, all of that, are exercising their hateful right with a blackout. Candidates on all of these issues are putting out press release. They are having press conferences. However, the syndicated press is not covering their press conferences. Now, Anthony Adams, who is a candidate, does have an office on 7 Mile and Livernois, I believe it is. So if you have access to a computer, you can get that information. I don't know the address or anything, but he has a website, I'm sure, on the internet, and you can get the address, okay?
Well, this would be a perfect time for someone to think about voting for Mr. Anthony Adams or someone else besides the person that's in charge now.
You are absolutely right. Thank you for calling. And if
You're
you think
welcome.
of something
Bye-bye.
else, you can call back. All right.
Thanks, Mary.
Peace.
Hello, caller. You're on the air. would you share your name and how you're viewing us, please?
Is it me?
Yes.
Yes, it's you. Speak up.
Oh,
Speak.
I'm a trash. Oh, yes, on Proposal P, we need political power just like other communities.
Exactly.
Well, you said vote for Proposal P. We need political power like other communities. Is that what you said?
Exactly. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, you are surely welcome.
Love y'all.
We love you too.
And spread the word.
They woke everybody.
Put that on your Facebook. Did you get the numbers for the flood information for your Facebook page?
Yeah, but I'm not at home. I'm at a meeting. I mean, at an appointment.
Okay. Well, if you come across anybody, let them know that there is a meeting, and FEMA has been called because this is a disaster. And the meeting is 10 o'clock this morning at the TCF Center, as we know it, Cobo Hall.
Okay.
Okay? 10 o'clock this morning. I think it's a little after 10 now. All right. If you think of something else, all right. If you think of something else, call back. Go ahead.
Okay, thanks for calling both Sylvia and Mary. Okay, we'll get back to what I want to do again is there's some numbers I want to give. I hope you have your pen and paper handy. The first one is for the meeting that's at TCF. Area code 312-626-6799. Again, that's area code 312-626-6799. And the link is 330-332-554. Again, the link is 330-332-554. And you can hit *9 to leave a comment.
I think that's on either call, isn't it? *9
What?
on the call in and on the link.
Okay, yes.
Well, try it anyway.
Yes.
If you want to make a comment, if you press *9, that is to let them know you want to make a comment.
Now, a couple other numbers I'll give, which I gave prior to 10 o'clock. For the city maintenance division, and this is concerning damage that you have experienced during the flood, the number is 313-267-7401. Again, that's 313-267-7401. And the last number I'll give you is a number that they also gave for flood relief, which is area code 313-267-8000. Again, that's 313-267-8000. And remember, there may be a lot of calls, so you may be on the line waiting for a period of time. But don't give up. Thank you.
Yeah, those are important numbers.
Right.
And I'm going to contact FEMA as well as the city of Detroit.
That's correct. That's what I'm recommending.
There's nothing wrong with having your information in more than one place.
That's right. That's exactly what I'm recommending. Because we have had issues with the city departments over the years. 2014, there was a flood. We were told, it's taxpayers, by the way, property owners, we were told that this issue was going to be resolved. That's 2014.
Well, it didn't
2016, they did not resolve the issue. 2016. Now we're in 2021, and the issue still has not been resolved.
Yeah,
Heads should roll. Heads should roll.
The thing with 2016, which is kind of interesting, is it wasn't so much that it was a flood. It was pretty much a rain. But it was the fact that the sludge was coming up in the basement. Is what it was.
Right.
Sludge was coming up in the basement.
Right. Whatever causes a flood causes you to lose money, causes you to lose valuable property. And anybody who drives through the city, providing that the street you're trying to go down is not flooded, should take pictures. Put the pictures on Facebook. Put the pictures on websites. Put the pictures on Twitter, Instagram. Put the pictures on. There's a website called Nextdoor. Put it up there. Let everybody you know become aware that this is a county-wide issue. A county-wide issue. And the governor has declared this a disaster. FEMA has been requested to come in. And by the way, Bloomfield Hills was flooded too. Ooh. Grosse Pointe was flooded too. Ooh.
Everybody took a hit. And if you look at it, if you go with the numbers, now we're saying one thing about what the new charter is going to cost. But how much have we spent in damages over the years from, malfunctions and whatever you want to call them? I'm talking about in the millions that way exceed what we're talking about, the $7 million a year for the new proposal.
Exactly. Now they're telling us that the new charter with proposal changes can be accessed on the city's website. Well, but can it? Is that true? Do we have it on there? Someone needs to go on the city's website to check that.
I haven't been that way. That article that Beverly made, they have several clicks you can click on to get you the old charter and the charter. And the changes.
Yes. Well, people need to understand the reason to vote yes for Proposal P is because of the changes. Because of the changes. If you need or know someone who needs a water affordability plan, vote yes for Proposal P. Do you know that we not only had an epidemic of the virus, the coronavirus, we have an epidemic of hepatitis. Hepatitis. Remember hepatitis? There was a little conversation about hepatitis here and there, but you also need water. Water to wash yourself, wash your hands.
Some of these people who've had their water turned off, that didn't stop the water from coming back up through the sewers in their homes and things. So that's definitely going to be another issue right there.
Right. Yes. And I'm wondering if there's going to be a class action lawsuit. Yes.
Now, I'm not sure if this is correct, and I hope if somebody's listening, they can verify. But from my understanding, if you go to Detroit City Charter 2018, just Google that. It will give you a complete printout, or actually you'll be able to read it online, of what the new city charter is. But that's Detroit City Charter 2018. Just Google that, and you should be able to get the entire new proposals for the city charter.
And another little hint is this. If you see commercial after commercial after commercial on your phone popping up, on your computer popping up, on your TV popping up, that's a hint that something is really strange.
Yeah,
all of those highfalutin, high expensive commercials are telling you not to support it.
What they're so afraid of, power to the people. See, power to the people. Proposal P, power to the people. They are afraid of that. They're afraid of that because we're talking about a corporate colonialistic society, which is what Detroit is. They're afraid of the people, not the corporation, being in control.
Well, let us just talk about systemic racism. That is also in the mix. Systemic racism. Even if they have black people coming before you to say, oh, we don't need that. That's not good. We're going into bankruptcy. Well, you need to know that the bankruptcy that we went through was contrived. It was a trick. It was nothing but lies. Nothing but lies. And the properties in this city were undervalued. The DIA was undervalued to say, oh, well, they don't have much in assets here. But yet they were raping the city and taking everything that they could take. Belle Isle is a good example.
Let me add.
That was really good. We gave them an island and a $50 million bonus in unspent money and grant fund. We gave them $50 million. They didn't get Belle Isle broke. We gave it to them. They said, oh, we spent $17 million on infrastructure on Belle Isle. Well, we gave you $50 million. What about the rest?
Yeah, right.
And to Theo's point just a moment ago about systemic racism, one of the major universities in the country did a report on the segregated nature of the major cities of Detroit.
In the
country, yes. And Detroit was in the top 10 along with Chicago, New York, and a few others. So we're more segregated now than we were maybe in the year 2000.
Right.
So that lets you know that it's a concentrated effort, particularly since we occupy most of the city, to make sure that we don't, this is systemic racism in your face, just like the critical race theory, in your face. They're letting you know from jump that we don't want you, We don't want to talk about your pain, your history, your past. We're just going to kind of control the narrative, and we expect you to go along with it. So, like Theo was saying, if you keep getting bombarded by things on your telephone, on television, and every other source that you get media, it's a concerted effort to diminish and just completely steal our power. So we have to be aware.
And to control you.
Right. And Theo, you said it a million times that we are the majority.
Mm-hmm.
Now, even though we are a minority compared to the entire United States, maybe, in the city of Detroit, we are the majority.
That's right.
So we can have anything we want or we choose if we choose.
Right. And we got to know that our vote is very powerful. Our vote is very valuable. And we need to use our vote to vote yes for Proposal P.
Right.
I also need to let you know.
Slave farm mentality. You know, you got a handful of people running 1,000 slaves and everybody behaving.
Yeah. Well, the other thing we need to know, Keith, is that here in the city of Detroit, we had a team of people, thanks to Maxine Powell, who worked for Motown. And her responsibility was to train the staff. And as soon as we take this caller, I'll tell you the rest of the story.
Hello, caller. You're on the air. Would you share your name and how you're viewing us, please?
Hello. Good morning. This is Paul Tabiti. Hello, Theo.
Hi, Paul. Thanks for calling. It's good to hear you.
It's been over a year.
Yes. Talk to us.
Last time I saw Tabiti, it was at Randazzo's out there in Redford.
Yes, sir.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Listen, Summer of Soul is a new thing that I never knew about till I watched TV the other day. 1969, it was the same time Woodstock was going, but it was in Harlem. I'm sure Tabiti might know about it, but it was a fantastic. They're going to be out now.
You think it might be on YouTube? Could it?
It's regular at the movie theater. You know.
Oh, it's at the movie theater. Okay, give the name of it again.
Summer of Soul. You got to check it out. It's
Summer of Soul, and it's at the regular movie theaters now. Okay.
Yeah.
Nina Simone,
but
Gladys
it's also
Knight.
going to be all over. You know, on your phone. You could probably order it, but. I watched a lot of the clips, and it's Questlove, and I didn't know anything about it. We knew about Woodstock, but to know about, you know, Gladys Knight, Sly Stone, Nina Simone, all these, and the Temptation. This is a fantastic 50, and it was all summer, and they never released the movie until now. Questlove.
Oh wow!
It's Stevie Wonder playing drums at the age of 19 before he did Intervisions.
Wow!
And he just became little Stevie to the man.
Right.
The best guy around. I gotta go. Music will make the world go round, and you are involved. Yes. You're a great singer, a pro, and I know Tabiti is involved with, you know.
Right. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks to Tim and whoever's doing it, so I can hear you fine.
Tim makes us look good. Tim makes us sound good.
We'll talk later, Theo. I love you. I follow and okay. I was thinking of the comedian lady, Mom Mosley. Well, you had her on.
Mom Mosley, right.
Yeah, I'm sorry, right.
Okay. Oh, okay. Well, I'm so glad that you called us this morning.
Yeah, and
I hope
with
you
the roads out here. I mean, it's all this rain.
Right.
It's gone away for a few days, but look on the news. It's insane.
For the next 5
Since
days.
Raphael Robinson left the water department, in the old generation, they sold out to whoever is in charge.
Yeah.
Look what we got.
Well, I think part of it has to do with gentrification. They're also trying to get people so disgusted that they'll move. But anyway, thank you so much.
Thank you
so
much.
Yeah, and call us again next Monday, okay?
I will.
All right, thanks.
Okay. I love you. Thanks.
All right, thank you. Bye now.
Okay. Hello, caller. You're on the air. Would you share your name and how are you viewing us, please?
Is that me?
Yes.
That's you.
My name is Barbara, the Antenna TV.
Thank you. Okay, Channel 15.2. Thank you, Barbara, for calling. Share with us.
Yes, it's Questlaw's documentary. It's on Hulu, July 2nd. Thank you for taking my call.
Thanks for the information, sister.
Share it again.
Okay, yeah. For those of you who are not aware, during the time that Woodstock was going on, which was like the major music event during that time, that same year, the Summer of Soul was going on, and it had luminaries in terms of our, and as you heard Paul say, luminaries in terms of artists, which included Nina Simone, Stevie Wonder, Gladys Knight. It was a Sly Stone, so it was an incredible music event. No incidents or anything. You had over 150,000 brothers and sisters there just enjoying it. So that's going to be on Hulu July 2nd, and you can believe I'll be watching it because this is this exalts our culture. And somebody had filmed it, but they never did anything with the film, so it laid in a warehouse for a while.
Oh wow! Where did this take place?
I believe it was in, I want to say, Philly.
Oh, wonderful!
And I'll definitely give you updates.
Tell people about that. Yes. And as I was saying, this is the rest of the story. Maxine Powell's responsibility was to teach the staff at Motown how to speak, how to walk, how to dress, how to get in and out of a limousine. They were to always make sure that their hair was in place, their shoes were cleaned and shined, clothes were pressed. They went around the world. They went around the world. They didn't know it, but they were ambassadors for the black community. They were ambassadors. The black community gained much respect as they went around the world. All of a sudden, it seems that there were those who reared their ugly heads of systemic racism, the ugly heads of systemic racism, and decided, well, no, we have to do something about this. We do not want the black community to have respect as they go around the world performing and looking good and acting good. We don't want that. So they started finding ways to make the black community look bad. Just as was just shared with us, the summer concert had over 150,000 people, no problem. As a matter of fact, even if you come to 1995, when they had the gathering in Washington, D.C., well over 1 million people, Minister Farrakhan called them to Washington, D.C. Not one incident at all. But today, we have a team of, performers who look like they rolled out from under the bed, and their fans want to look the same. It's so sad, but we need to get back to that. We're at the end of our program. We have really enjoyed you being with us this morning. We've enjoyed our impromptu guest, Keith Hines, being with us this morning. We encourage you to join us again next Monday. And no, it's not necessary for you to know everything. What is necessary is for you to know how to find what you need when you need it. If you need an absentee application, call the clerk's office, which is 876-0190. That's 876-0190. So that you can get your application and get your absentee ballot. And please, if you can, take it back to the Election Commission on West Grand Boulevard to make sure that it gets there and doesn't get hung up with the mail. Hood Research wants you to Google Hood Research, follow us on Twitter. Our telephone number is area code 248-234-2371. Again, 248-234-2371. Call us or log on to hoodresearch.org. The BD?
Yes, a couple of things real quick. One, you can go to the Northwest the east or the downtown campus for voting. I saw the drop box out at the northwest campus. I was over that way over the weekend. So again, you can take advantage of that and vote early. Also, I want to thank Paul, Mary, Sylvia, and Barbara for calling in for the information and their input. I want to thank Brother Keith Hines, and as I always say, if you want to be nothing, do nothing. But the only problem with doing nothing is you never know when you're finished.
We want you to tune in again next week and bring others with you.
Please vote. Please vote.
Absolutely.
We have to put an end to corporate colonialism in the city of Detroit.
That's right. Vote yes for Proposal P. Peace.
Feedback. Hi, this is Theo Broughton,
And I am the BD Mpinga,
inviting you to join us each Monday at 9 a.m. for feedback.
a positive image production by Hood Research.
Encourage others to tune in each Monday on
Comcast Detroit, Roku, Amazon Fire TV, watch WHPR TV Network anywhere.
and take us along with you. Feedback.